Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. Today is February 8th, being Saturday, 2025. Breaking: detained IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu receives impromptu notice to appear before recused Justice Binta Nyako. Every one of us knows that if Tinubu summon courage, okay? When I mean summon courage, this is what it is. This is what it is in his power to do. But because of powers that be, the neo-colonies and majority of the Northerners who don't want him to free Nnamdi Kanu. But if he summon courage to free Nnamdi Kanu, Tinubu will earn a lot of respect because he's not the author of Nnamdi Kanu's kidnap. Okay, despite some persons from the southeast as well don't want him to be released, but the rumor has it that Tinubu wants to free Nnamdi Kanu. Mark my word, the rumor has it. Okay, so that is what we are hearing today, but we don't know what could happen on Monday. Now, what happened? Yesterday, the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu, led by Aloy Ejimako, received impromptu notice, an urgent notice, that they should bring Nnamdi Kanu, they should come with Nnamdi Kanu to court on Monday. Now, it doesn't happen like this before, and court notice is something that's supposed to come, up front for them to prepare. And according to Aloy Ejimako, they are just going with a bated breath. Okay, they have to go on Monday. Now, another issue is that they are going to appear before Justice Binta Nyako. Remember that Binta Nyako recused herself from the case when Nnamdi Kanu demanded that she's biased, that they don't want to follow her as a judge, in the case. Not only that, Aloy Ejimako and Nnamdi Kanu legal team has filed an injunction asking the court to transfer Nnamdi Kanu case from Abuja to the southeast, to any federal high court in the southeast. So that is another thing that they have filed. But they were expecting maybe a notice will come that maybe March, April, they will go to case, but they just asked them to come to court. So we try to figure out what is the reason behind this urgent summon, okay? And we discovered that the rumor, as I said before, has it that Tinubu want to free Nnamdi Kanu. And if Tinubu does that, he will earn respect, okay? Either you like it or not, he is going to earn respect if he summons the courage to do that. Before, as I said, the power to do this is in his hand. But president is just a name. The people that are ruling Nigeria is not the president you are seeing. Nigeria has been hijacked. As I said, Nigeria, is not a nation. So it takes someone who will step on toes to do something that people who are on top of him are asking him not to do. Remember Buhari's aide last week said anybody who calls for Kanu release is a terrorist or doesn't have the nation at heart and so on and so forth. But let's see what is going to happen. Now, let's understand more details from Sahara Reporters Post. And they published that the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Nnamdi Kanu, said he has received an impromptu notice from the Federal High Court to appear the recused Justice Binta Nyako of the court. Kanu's special counsel Barrister Aloy Ejimako made this known on Friday after the legal team and the IPOB leader's family concluded routine visitation with him. Ejimako said, "Our discussion centered on the surprising notice we received to appear in court with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu on Monday, 10th February 2025. We shall appear with a bated breath." Okay? Now, on 10th, as you know, it's next tomorrow. So this is not something we are talking far. We are just talking about next tomorrow, okay? As they are going with a bated breath, a lot of people will also be expecting with suspense. Now, it continues that Kanu's legal team, led by Ejimako, had filed an application before the court for the transfer of the suit mark FHC, that is Federal High Court Abuja 38320. 15 from the Abuja division to any federal court division in the southeast state. So I told you before that Aloy Ejimako has filed this notice, okay, that they should transfer Nnamdi Kanu out of Abuja to the southeast to try him. It's the same jurisdiction, it's the same federal high court. It is constitutional, so it's something that they ought to do. Now let's continue. In the application dated January 30, 2025, filed pursuant to Order 49, Rule 3 of the Federal High Court Rules 2019 and Section 43 of the Federal High Court Act, Kanu's legal team said that the application was sequel to an order entered by Justice Nyako on September 24, 2024, recusing himself from handling the case pursuant to an oral application made by Kanu in open court. According to the team, we are reliably informed that the following the said recuser, Justice Motonda Nyako promptly sent the case file to your lordship for the purpose of reassigning it to another judge of the same Abuja division of the Federal High Court. However, it came to pass that your lordship was unable to reassign the case to another judge of the Abuja division because none of their lordship in the Abuja division agreed to take the case. In this way, leading the situation where your lordship has now sent the case back to Justice Binta Motonda Nyako, from whose court we received the hearing notice, sitting the matter down for hearing before his lordship on 10 of February 2025. So what this article is saying is that the lordship, the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court Abuja, after the negative of Nnamdi Kanu, asked him to give them another judge to handle the case. So they didn't see who take the case, okay? That is what the article is explaining. They didn't see who take the case. Maybe some persons are afraid to handle Nnamdi Kanu's case, because anybody handling Nnamdi Kanu's case, oh my goodness, you wouldn't understand. So just try to imagine who will have the guts. For example, I know that Nnamdi Kanu don't really have case like that. If not, after 10 years, they are still trying him. You don't really have case like that. But come to imagine that who will be maybe the judge that will say, Nnamdi Kanu, I sentence you to prison. That is why all of them are just running from the case. All of them are just running from the case. So the article continues, but for the purpose of our discussion, I think I should stop the reading of the article here. So that is, we are still waiting, but we are not afraid of anything, because we know that normally Nnamdi Kanu is supposed not to be there. It is illegal to detain Nnamdi Kanu up till this moment, after he was kidnapped from Kenya and so on and so forth. Everybody knows the story, so the story is not what I'm going to speak in a new form. Everybody knows the story. So all we are saying is that we'll be expecting that Kanu will be released this February. There is no two ways about that. Anything that will happen, let it happen. If people will be stepped on, let people be stepped on. But the main point is this: let Nnamdi Kanu be released.
Okay, how about Nnamdi Kanu? You said Nnamdi Kanu is a political detainee and that he should be released in the spirit of unity and reconciliation. Even when you know that since the time of President Buhari has been saying this matter is in court. Let the judges, let the courts decide.
Well, I know the Kanu has been there for so long. He's been to several courts on several occasions. They can't even agree on what to do. And between me and you, Dr. Abati, you're a lawyer. Justice delayed is justice denied. This man has been taken to various courts. They don't even know which charges to give him anymore. This man was abducted out of this country. The manner of abduction was in itself illegal. It's a shame. It's a shame that this country will be involved in a thing like that. But they did it. Okay, now you took that gentleman to court and he's been there for years. If you want to take him through justice, dispense justice with him, and then that's it. If you're going to jail him, jail him. If you're not going to jail him, let him go. What's the point of just keeping somebody there? And all of us Nigerians should be ashamed that we are being linked to this. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame that this is what we've turned this country to be. A Nigerian, a citizen, and you treat him like this in his own country. It's a shame. All progressive Nigerians should stand up and say this should stop. This shenanigans should stop. How long should we continue with this? If this man has committed an offense, sentence him. That's it. But if he hasn't, let him go. What is happening is wrong. It's wrong. To any right-thinking person, it is wrong. And Afenifere will continue to fight for whoever in such a position. That is what we are known for. We'll fight against any injustice from wherever it is coming from. We'll fight against it. And Nnamdi Kanu is just there. We've been doing this. We've been doing this for years. We know it's a template. I don't want to start repeating over and over what we do. A fellow of mine, one of my friends came on the television and talked about sugar bar to you. I was personally involved. I was the special advisor to Lagos State Governor then when this matter happened. And I was the person going around all over putting things together for sugar bar before it was finally released. He was not a member of our party. No. But look, we won't let this happen. And exactly what is happening now. We stood up for Dele. We stood up for him. Dele is Àjànàkú kọjá olórí nǹkan fìrí tó bá rí ni kó sọ. That's Dele Farutimi. Àjànàkú kọjá olórí nǹkan fìrí tó bá rí ni kó sọ. Whether Dele Farutimi is in Afenifero or any party, anywhere it could be in Nigeria, is the first to be reckoned with. He's made it. There's nothing anybody can do about it. But we are lucky, we are grateful that he's one of us. And we will stand with him through thick and thin. You haven't seen anything. We will stand by him. We stand for anybody that runs. You want to run foul them, run short them, then we say no. We won't accept that. That's it. So, Nnamdi Kanu, we stand by him. He must be released. He must be released.
Okay.
And we don't want to start. Oh, for Christ's sake. Stop all this, for Christ's sake. One is getting it. Please, Dr. Abati, go on.
Okay, I wanted to ask you, on the question of state police, you have sent proposals to the National Assembly.
Yes.
Have you also made attempts to approach President Tinubu or to send a formal opinion to him on the question of Nnamdi Kanu?
No, we didn't go that far. But our position on it is known. We didn't go that far. Okay. We didn't go as much as writing letters. No, we didn't.
Okay, because I just assumed that it's not every communique that is published that the president will get a chance to read. Maybe you need that follow-up effort.
If he doesn't read anything about Nnamdi Kanu, then he must find something good to read.
Anyway.